everyone, my name is Michael, and welcome back to Toxic Yuri. It's time to, get closer with our... There we go, okay. I had to press that twice because I was clicked out of the tab. But yes, let's get closer to our very toxic slime girl. I'm home after a long, relaxing day, about in and out. Let's restart this. I'm home after a long, relaxing day out and about. Well, mostly, as I walked around the park in circles for like 3 hours. My legs are extremely tired right now, and I'm very sure I'll be bedridden levels of sore tomorrow. I wouldn't say my physical fitness is anything remarkable. In fact, it's probably in the bottom 10 or 15% of people in Japan. So the fact that I was able to walk so much to begin with is an impressive achievement for me, at least. I enter home with much trepidation. Oh no. Hey! She's getting better at her messes! If anything has gone awry, I won't be physically able to deal with it this evening. Thankfully, Doku-chan isn't doing anything special, just watching television. I breathed a sigh of relief. Oh! You're home! Yeah, I'm home. Welcome home! What have you been up to? I've been watching a lot of TV! Doku-chan stands up from the couch, leaving behind a thick residue of sludge. She really has been sitting there all day. The amount of herself that rubs up on things is so inconsistent, so hard to understand, but the rule seems to be, the harder to clean, the messier she gets. I quickly grab a towel, and wipe the couch down with sanitizer. Doku-chan stands there unaware. I learn a lot from TV. I'm very fascinated by commercials. So many items to buy, and experiences to have. More food than I ever thought possible. People also dance a lot in commercials. I like dancing. Maybe I'll dance more when trying things from the commercials. It makes me want to try a lot of new things in the world. Do you like trying new things? Oh, do you like trying new things, Oal-san? Yes, I'm fairly ambitious. No, I'm set in my ways. What a stupid question. Change the subject. Avoid answering. Okay. Do I answer for an entertaining answer, or do I answer honestly? Honestly, I want Oal-san to interact more with Doku-chan, so I'm gonna say yes, I'm fairly ambitious. Yes, I'm fairly ambitious. Wow, me too! Let's be ambitious together sometime. I feel like I've been ambitious just talking. I feel like I've just... oh my god, I cannot read today. I feel like I've been ambitious just taking you in these last few weeks. I never even had a roommate before. Let alone... I'm hungry. Well, we're still not sure what food is actually good for you or not. I wish I could take you to a doctor, but... well, that's a can of worms I'm not ready to open just yet. Oh! A can of worms sounds good! Well, it'll be rich in protein, I guess. There's some interesting elements to your eating habits that are intriguing me. I did always enjoy science in school, even if I was bad at it. Are we going to be doing experiments with Doku-chan? Oh! There's that word again! Whenever you eat really sweet stuff, you start to smell really sweet. And I feel like you might even shed less goop. Oh! I like the little, I know that the colon right here is not meant to, represent a face, but it looks like she's making the face from that little text box right there. Oh, wait, maybe she was making a text face. Wait, hold on. I thought I'd seen the colons before whenever we were talking with Doku-chan. But you also seem to act too strange when you are on a sugar high. Oh! Like dancing a lot. No. Okay, so it was a face that she was making in the text box. Okay, I thought for some reason it was like an introduction to her comment for some reason. I must have misread that. No. The dancing comes from eating a lot of moldy food. I think you're sort of the opposite of humans. Bold makes you stronger, instead of making you deathly ill. Which honestly really reduces the burnable garbage I have to deal with, so I'm glad I can feed you my old leftovers. But I'm kind of worried that the spores are leaking out of you and getting into my bloodstream. I really hope you are fully absorbing it.
Is there a way to tell?
Not yet.
Then we should be really careful.
Yep. When you eat a lot of sugary foods, it seems like you crash very quickly. But you don't fall asleep. You just stumble around in a cute way. I actually wonder if it's making you drunk?
What's that?
Well, that'll have to be something we have to test out another time, because can of worms and all.
Yum!
I'll feed you more ketchup, but make sure you tell me how you feel afterwards. And no toothpaste tonight. I want to see if that changes anything.
Oh, I'll do my best.
We eat up our dinners, omurice for me and half a ketchup bottle for Doku, and start getting ready for bed. I'd start doom scrolling on my phone, but I'm definitely too tired for that. I can't let algorithms drain me if I'm already empty. Damn! That line goes hard! Holy shit, I can't let algorithms drain me if I'm already empty. I kind of want that on a t-shirt. No joke, if people are t-shirt designers, try to get that into a t-shirt. I can't let algorithms drain me if I'm already empty. That hits hard. That hits really hard. Doku-chan seems already early in her sugar buzz, a little lethargic compared to just a few minutes ago. It's very cute. Her head bobs up and down, and she can't seem to let that smile drop from her face. Though she doesn't seem to be losing her cognitive skills like I would have after polishing off a bottle of whiskey. She just watches me blankly as I do my skincare routine.
Silly old Elfie.
Come again?
I like you.
Yeah, thanks. Without regarding her any further, I finish up exfoliating and leave the bathroom. I love the word exfoliating. Instead of doom scrolling or sleeping, I'm going to read a book on my e-reader device. What are you reading? With its wonderful e-ink power, I charge it once and then it's good for the next month. What a great little novelty that I don't use nearly enough. E-ink is so great, and my apartment isn't all that small, but I can store 50,000 books on there, whereas I can fit like 30 books on my shelf. Well, that's a fun comment for me. I reserve that space exclusively for the doujinshi I pick up at comic conventions. Doujinshi can be very thin, so it can fit like, maybe 100 on one shelf. And yes, I do pick up quite a few doujinshi, especially Japanese ones at conventions when I'm able to find them. I don't come across doujinshi as often in the US, but we do get some imports here of doujinshi. And I know some companies. I get about 10 pages into a tome about an apathetic demon lord when I feel a strange gelatinous weight pressing down on me. I lower the e-reader.
Hi, Yoel-san!
Doku-chan is sitting on my lap. Hello? I'm a little busy right now.
You can make some time for me?
The stress is starting to build up again. The precise reason I took that huge walk earlier.
Nobody is here. We can do a kiss?
Huh? She grabs my chin, accidentally pinches it at first. She stares at me with glazed over vacancy, rather than erotic suaveness.
Don't you want a kiss?
What's your deal?
I saw this on TV.
Do we get a choice? Because if we do get a choice, we are for sure doing it.
Let me kiss you.
Absolutely. As a response, I put my hand over hers and lean in as close as I can. We kiss once, a little baby smooch. Then again, longer. Her lips are oily, her breath like tomatoes. I push past the initial disgust and kiss her further, deeper. Maybe we should have had her use some toothpaste tonight. Yeah, we should have had her eat some. It's not so unpleasant. She clearly has no idea what she's doing. Her mouth's filling all over the place. I grip the back of her head and push her closer to me. Let myself take over. My other hand goes to the small part of her back. Oh, to the small of her back. And just as the passion builds up, I break off and let her go. She gives me those beady eyes of mild mystification.
Cool.
Oh man. Sorry.
Cool.
Oh man. Oh. Oh god, that's probably one of the most relatable parts of this so far. I'm not gonna give any more details on that one, but that's great. That's such a great reaction. First time?
Of course. Can I?
No. I left her off me and set her on the floor. I'm reading a book. Don't bother me when I'm reading. She seems to understand, because she smiles and scampers away. Then I realize I'm covered in purple slime, and my mouth feels a little numb now. After a few more chapters, I start dozing off in my chair, so I decide it's finally time to get some sleep. We go to bed together. Warm covers our bodies, and soft pillows under our heads. I hold Doku-chan gently in my arms. That thing where cuddling makes your arm hurt after a while? Not the case when it's a slimy woman you're with. What's the texture of her body? We both fall asleep relatively quickly. Well, I do at least. How's Doku-chan? The next morning, I wake up with a cough and a light-headed spinning dizziness. Oh no, are we getting an after effect after kissing Doku? What the? I also have a ghastly sore throat. My senses start to return to some sort of normal, which means that this woman in bed with me has suddenly once more become completely repulsive. Everything that's attractive about her to me disappears when I remember the awful smell. The goop on my expensive pillows. I cough loudly enough that it wakes Doku-chan up. Sorry. I'm a bit under the weather. Or possibly I'm feeling gross due to sleeping with the sludge lady with zero precautions. Doku-chan gets out of the bed before me and scampers around doing whatever. I don't yet have the mental capacity to pay attention to her. I get out of bed and do my best to stretch. Of course, I'm sore as hell due to my very long walk yesterday. But I'll do my best today. I'm making breakfast, Doku-chan. Then we'll discuss our plans for today.
Oh, goody! I want to know more about the plans for today. I'm excited.
I'll bet you are. Feeling quite unwell, even after a mostly relaxing day yesterday, I make myself an Irish coffee and fry up some extremely greasy bacon strips. That'll be the best way to get through today. And finally, I gain just a little bit of mental clarity. Doku-chan's chipper as a woodchuck. I envy that.
So, today's plans?
Yeah. I cough a few times. Ugh. So I've noticed that living with you has been... I'm really curious now. I'm really curious. For people who want a more serious Let's Play on some choices, please check out this game. I'm playing the demo right now, but I believe the full game should be coming out very soon, from what I know of. So if you want to see other options that are a bit more romantic, please check out the game. I'm having fun with this. I'm really enjoying this. I want to see what happens. Sexually frustrating.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
Don't be sorry. It's just a little hard for me to be here with a... Let's see how far I can take this before I get my channel taken off of YouTube. It's just a little hard for me to be here with a very attractive woman, one I literally made out with. I just want to pin you against my wall. Oh god. Oh god, there goes my channel. There goes my channel. I just want to pin you against my wall. I'm not sure if you're emotionally ready for what goes on in my imagination. I want to know how far this goes. As hazy as my brain thought has become, the image of you and me is way too clear. Wait, this isn't relevant to today's plans whatsoever. Damn it! Damn it, but it can be. It can be. I hit my mic a few times, my apologies, but it can be. Unless Doku-chan blinks a few times at me. Clearly not understand my rambling at all. What I mean to say is, we need to adapt our living situation, starting today.
Are we going to move?
No. We're going to make it safer for me. And you. I don't know what substances you're actually made of, but it's spreading to the surfaces around my home. The fumes are gathering in the air. Set up a ventilation system? It's getting harder to clean up. And hard to wash the residue out of my hair.
Well, I've been trying to be careful. I'm sorry if I'm doing a poor job, X frowny face.
Yeah, but I haven't. And now I've got a plan to fix this all up. If you're gonna keep living here, we got to create some safety protocols. At least until we have you checked out by a scientist or something. So today, I'm gonna take you on your very first outing.
Outing? Wait, outing? Do you mean outside? Outside? I'm very scared and nervous.
You haven't been out since I took you home. I told you, it's dangerous to go alone. But take this. I don't know if this is a reference to the Star Bomb song, but I could only think of the Star Bomb song when you say the line, "It's dangerous to go alone, take this." I hand Doku-chan a paper bag with leak-proof wax coating. Put that over your head when we go out. It'll put everyone at ease.
People and outside put bags over their heads? Why?
No, only you. It's to protect you from getting noticed by other people. If they see your oozing body, they might get suspicious. If they see you with a bag over your head, I can just explain to them that you're incredibly ugly. Damn! Damn! Like, not even gonna make up a health condition, you're just gonna say, yeah, she's ugly.
Oh, you're very smart. Secretly, I'm not ugly.
Why is that blanked out?
But they might think I am because of the bag.
Why is that one grayed out? Why is that one grayed out? We're just gonna do this one, but why is that grayed out? I wanna pick it. I have to hide your cuteness.
Yeah!
We're going to go to the shopping center together and buy some things.
Oh, like in the commercials.
Yes. We'll figure out how to neutralize your poisonous elements, and maybe make you more comfortable in this life here. I want to keep you here, but it'll take a lot of work. And money, sadly. After a bit of pep talk, Doku-chan's meekness has vanished. She's ready for adventure. Is this outing actually a good idea? Unlikely. I'm doing it anyway. There's even an art of her with the bag on. Okay, that's actually pretty adorable. With the paper bag over her head, and her clammy hand in mine, I lead Doku-chan outside for the first time in her week staying with me. The Epoch Mall shopping center isn't too far away, just a couple of blocks. When I moved all the way up here to Kataoji, near the end of the Karasuma subway line, I did so exactly because of this mall. All the urban amenities just a short walk away. Supermarket, the penny arcade, movie theater, chain restaurants. Nice places to sit. A couple local cafes, and empty on weekends as people flock to the city core for the more popular shopping destinations. With cheap rent, a pretty big apartment, and close to the subway and mall, it felt like my dream home. Then work took over and ruined everything. Living near a mall is pointless if I'm at the office until 8 p.m. every night. I get home and the stores are already closed. I can't stay out too late in the city core, because the last train is surprisingly early. And I can't enjoy my cheap apartment if I'm hardly there. Bringing Doku-chan home with me was probably the most important decision I have ever made in my life. If I hadn't, then I wouldn't have gone to the mall today. I'd just find some excuse to go into work, and I'd be eating instant ramen as usual. But now, we're here.
Look at the size of that thing!
Cut the chatter, Doku. We're going in. Epoch Mall. There's dozens of them in the Kyoto area. All pretty much the same thing, with different combinations of stores. Convenience commodified. That's why we like them. Now, first things first. I'll pick up some more toothpaste. We go into a drugstore on the first floor. Well, I don't think there's actually a pharmacy, but it has all the other health supplies you can get, so it's close enough. Doku-chan's eyes light up beneath the bag on her head.
It's a smorgasbord!
A smorgasbord? Where in the hell did you even learn that word?
A character said it in Ryugaku Ren'Py.
Ugh, that trash show. Play the game.
How do I play a game?
Well, I don't own a PC, so... I guess I should get one soon. In the meantime, I wishlist Ryugaku Ren'Py on Steam. Can you actually wishlist Ryugaku Ren'Py on Steam? Wait, hold on, let me look this up. Oh, I misspelled it. Ryugaku... Oh, yeah, you can. Huh. Okay, I'm stupid. Ryugaku Ren'Py is also made by Yuri. I'm stupid. I'm so stupid. It's a reference to one of their previous games. Okay, I'll wishlist it now. I cannot believe I did not realize it's literally their own game. This is literally their own game that they're talking about here. Oh, man. Anyway, the stuff here isn't food. It's healthcare supplies. Headache medicine, shampoo, mask, mouthwash. I don't know.
That all sounds good to me.
Because you're a freaky little... because you're a freaky little woman. And speaking of that, I'm going to buy some new toothpaste. I can't let you have my nice imported stuff, but maybe you could stock on the bad Japanese kind?
Oh, I'd like to try it.
I've never had Japanese toothpaste. Huh. Yeah, I never had Japanese toothpaste, so I don't have a baseline on saying whether or not it's worse or better than, the Western toothpaste I have. Like, pretty much I've only had, toothpaste in the US.
Oh, I'd like to try it. Even if it doesn't come with the bacteria your mouth generates.
And that's our first purchase of the day. A bundle of toothpaste. Now it's time for lunch. We head over to the food court, where annoying teens yell at each other about their smartphone games, and where annoying middle-aged couples reserve an entire 6-person table by placing a glove or scarf on it. Damn, that's so annoying. There's so many restaurants to choose from. But in the lieu of choosing, I'm going to give Doku-chan with a piece of impeccable Japanese culture. Eating crappy fast food from overseas. Hell yeah. Let's go to Burger Box. They often have them in malls because they're too expensive for standalone stores, and only marginally better quality than St. Burger.
Marginal quality.
I'm glad that Doku likes marginal quality. I never bring fast food home with me, so I don't think I have ever let you try any. Well, that changes today. I order us a combo meal each. Or, as this company puts it, a boxable. Burger, french fries, and diet soda, so as not to trigger Doku-chan's sugar senses.
How do I eat this?
You could take off the bag. Nobody's going to notice. Not if we're just a few minutes. Not if we're here just a few minutes.
Okay.
I haven't had overseas fast food in a while, so its overwhelming greasy goodness hits me like a punch in the stomach. So much meat, so much fertile soil wasted, so many soybeans grown, so many burps of methane generated, all to raise and slaughter and transport the cow that I am now eating. Some old lady may look at a burger like this and angrily question where the beef is. Compared to the past, you get a lot less beef per yen. But for me, the ignorant woman living in the present day, it's perfect. The destruction of the planet really is worth this. It's not. It's not. As someone who likely comes from the country where this greasy meal is coming from, it's not worth it. I look up from my beef and realize Doku's already finished her entire meal.
Yum! The artificial preservatives balance nicely with the salt. I can taste just a hint of lingering growth hormones.
Thank you for the details.
And don't get me started on the drink. The aspartame has a really special chemical wash to it. How do you know this? Thank you so much for taking me here. How do you know these things?
Yes. How do you know these chemical composition things about this food? Suddenly, the rest of my meal is not quite as appetizing. Somehow, I managed the willpower to scarf the rest of it down, and we continue on our outing. I look back at Doku-chan and see a trail of purple slime she's leaving behind. We probably should have brought some paper towels with us. And also, Doku-chan probably should have worn shoes. Okay, next, we need to get you some shoes. I need to make sure we're well protected, so it's time to go pick you up some new clothes.
My clothes now are bad?
Well, they seem to absorb your putrid fetid filth better than any of my clothes, so I'm a little confused about that. But you need more than one outfit. And especially outfits that don't leave you dripping parts of yourself all over the place.
I feel like all this walking is making me hungry again.
You're expending too many calories by literally leaving bits of your body behind.
I never thought about it that way. OL-san, you're so smart.
I have to be, to survive in this cutthroat world. I don't feel like spending any upscale money on this woman. So we go to the cheapest chain store in the mall, Bascalo. The quality is the same fast fashion crappiness as everywhere else, but it's slightly out of season, so it's a little price reduced. As someone who wears business casual 6 days a week, I don't really care about fashion. For Doku-chan, I care even less. She hardly even goes outside. First things first. A raincoat. I grab a bundle of various waterproof clothes and make Doku-chan try them all on. Sorry to the person who has to clean the ones we don't buy, but I have to be thorough. Minimum leakage, maximum odor containment, ease of wear. Finally, we settle on one style that's mildly cute, while being maximally Doku containment on a budget. If I had a bigger budget, I'd be looking to some custom tailoring, but I don't have any contacts in the military-industrial complex just yet. Do you want contacts in the military-industrial complex?
I look good in this!
You can wear it out of the store. A shop clerk healthily reminds us that, in fact, no, she cannot wear it out of the store. We get several sets of this, so it'll be easier to rotate through them, and she won't need to be totally naked. Except in situations where being totally naked is welcome.
Why are you staring at me?
I think we're about done with clothes now. At least, until Doku-chan comes scrambling to me with a blouse and miniskirt.
Can I get this? It looks so very cute, and I would like to wear it. I could dance around with this twirly skirt.
That's definitely not waterproof. You have to wash it after every wear, and it'll break down after just a few washes. That one's nice, but how about something a little more... I grab a Miku binder and a men's boys button up. It's some really tight pants. Try these on. Hell yeah. Okay, let's see it. Leave the shirt open. Come on, let's see it. There we go. Hell yes. Doku-chan is already well known as a spark, aka the epitome of a female Okay, I never heard that term before. I never heard that term before. That's awesome. Okay. The epitome of a female twink. Giving her some real mask clothes with a hint of cuteness? Now that's truly up my alley. Alright, let's see it. Do I look good? Why do I have the text box over her? I want to see it. Remove the text box. Can I actually remove the text box? Hold on. Well, that changed just to Japanese. Hold on. Why did I mean, I could understand this kind of. Like, I could read the Japanese, but this is an English channel, so I'm reading in English. But hold on. Oh, man, I wish I could hide the text box.
Do I look good? I don't really understand fashion.
You look spectacular, Doku. Almost irresistible.
Well then, I'm glad for it.
Let's finish up shopping for clothes. We chwinkified Doku. Next, we pick up some home cleaning supplies. I'm almost out of bleach. All my rags are destroyed, and my air freshener no longer works hard enough to keep up with demand. So I restock on all of that, and get myself some handy latex gloves, latex boots, and more trash bags that I know what to do with. Not that the city designed trash bags. They're just the unmarked ones that you use. Wait, not the city designated trash bags. My bad. Not the city designated trash bags. Japan has city designated trash bags? Interesting. They're just the unmarked ones you use when you've got to protect yourself. You know when you got to protect yourself. I'm gonna line my whole apartment in plastic. Doku-chan's eyes some drain cleaner with suspicion.
Do you really think this helps clogs like it says it does? It looks a little high calorie.
Again, humans do not eat this stuff. We die if we do. And no, don't go towards cockroach poison. We are not getting any of that.
But...
She sniffles. I said no, and that's final. Here, I'll get you something a little less deadly. I grab a pack of deodorant powder and show it to her. This should freshen you up. Really healthy. Healthy for my nose, at least.
Wah, looks gross.
Too bad. We're getting it. We stocked up on plenty of supplies. Maybe life in my apartment can be a little less dangerous now. Finally, after a while longer in the mall, it's clear both of us are tired out. I pick up some groceries, without a list because, oops, I always forget to make one. And after that, the Pak Mall trip is done. My soreness from walking yesterday has compounded with more walking today, and I'm definitely going to need a relaxing bath soon. Doku-chan's far gone underneath that paper bag that I might have to carry her home. But she tries her best, and we get home without any further incidents. First outing. Mission success. Hell yeah.
I'm so happy about today.
Me too. It went surprisingly well. Suspiciously well. Alright, I think this is a good spot for me to do a save for this video. I will admit that Doku's voice does do a number on my throat, so I'm gonna have to end this video right here, right now. I'm really enjoying the storytelling of this demo so far, and I do look forward to reading more of Toxic Yuri very soon, depending on, well, when my schedule allows me to have another recording session, since I'm doing this recording session a week before I go to a convention, actually. So next week is going to be very interesting, because I'm going to have a backlog of videos, but no recordings once I'm back from the convention. So, yeah, I'm going to be having quite a busy month ahead of me, but I'm really happy that I was able to find time to record more of this game today. Thank you everybody for watching today's video, and very soon, we'll get to see more of Doku-chan and OL-san.
Okay, okay.